Coming up on today's Alabama Football Report, On3 has published their final recruiting rankings. Some big changes for several Alabama prospects we'll break down, and some other recruiting news and notes as the second final National Signing Day gets closer and closer. Now, we are 189 subscribers away from 16.5K subs here on the Alabama Football Report. Help us get there. You get more free videos all off season long. Even though we're reaching what is approaching a dead period, we will not stop with the videos. Hit that sub button right now. All right, so On3 has dropped their final 2024 rankings, and they have 10 Alabama players in the top 100. We'll break down where the new ranking sits, and then this will impact some of the composite rankings as well that we'll deal with later on. The final On3 rankings, you got 5 players here in the top 46, in the top 50, plus another one we'll get to here in a moment. Ryan Williams, the early enrollee slash, reclassification, not early enrollee guy, excuse me. 5-star, of course, number 8 overall. Zay Mincey, number 17 overall. One of my guys, Caleb Odom. I love a good elite tight end recruit. He's 30th overall. And the last of the 5 stars for this Bama class, Jaylen Mbakwe, is number 31 overall. Should have gotten a higher boost for helping recruit some of these guys too, by the way. Zabien Brown up in the top 50 as a 4-star recruit. Casey Poe is number 48 overall. The other top 100 guys here, Noah Carter, who again was the Washington commit, who they kind of flipped the inverse of the whole Julian Sayin drama. Kevin Riley is a top 100 guy. Jeremiah Beeman, the defensive lineman. William Sanders in the top 100 at 100. That's 2 top 100 interior offensive linemen. Always a good thing. Others in the top 300, Ja'Shawn Ross, the edge rusher. Peyton Woodyard is number 148. Red Morgan is 170. Sterling Dixon is 201. Amari Jefferson is 206. Daniel Hill is number 226. Joseph Ionata also kind of gets a big bump. He's a kind of a 3-star in the composite stuff. He's 234. Steve Imbumoya, I think I got that right. Again, no high school pronunciations continue to kill me. He's 283. Isaiah Faga is number 298 overall. So a lot of guys in that top 300. Who is your favorite Alabama player in the 2024 recruiting class? Can't say Ryan Williams. I think that's a little bit too easy. Pick somebody else from that perspective. It's the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know who your favorite player in the Alabama recruiting class is. As we look for some future recruits here, Julian Lewis is getting a hard push here from Kalen DeBoer. That is the 5-star USC quarterback commit. Also worth mentioning that Ryan Grubb, who of course has joined DeBoer as the offensive coordinator in Washington, visited Lewis High School back on January 22nd. DeBoer visited Lewis on Monday. Is worth mentioning, by the way, he is a 2025 recruit, so do keep that one in mind. As a top 10 recruit in the composite rankings, by the way. Latest buzz is he's considering a visit on Friday. If you were to be able to flip him from USC, that'd be a pretty sizable move by Alabama. Probably make you feel a bit better about losing Julian Sayin as well. He is going to be near-ish in the area, going to visit Georgia on Saturday. So flights, etc., can be a little bit complicated from that perspective since, well, I guess actually not that complicated. He's from Georgia, excuse me. So not that challenging to make it all work in the end. Here's what Julian Lewis said on Kalen DeBoer. I really appreciate both him and Coach Grubb coming to my school. We only talked for a few minutes. I know he wins, and that's what matters. I am just thankful for their time and blessed to be in this position. Pretty sure that was the text message he sent, by the way, because it's about the Mins there. That's fine. At least the original reporting on that one, from On3. Lewis's recruiting profile here breaks down like this. Number 8 overall in the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings. He is a 5-star in that 2025 class. The number 2 ranked quarterback and the number 2 player from the state of Georgia. If you can land a top 2 quarterback, you can somehow flip him from USC. That'd be a big early start for that 2025 class for Kalen DeBoer. Now, Lewis is not the only currently committed quarterback target that Alabama is going after. They've adjusted everything with Nick Saban no longer there. The other target for them is Deuce Knight, the current Notre Dame commit, a 4-star recruit, number 62 overall. He's the number 5 quarterback in the class. Again, that's all going to change as we move along, but is worth mentioning. He's the number 2 player from the state of Mississippi. So if you could land one of those 2 guys, who would you rather find a way to get? JL for Julian Lewis or DK for Deuce Knight? Go vote in the comments. Now, Alabama football jerseys, as we've said before, are on sale up to 30% off. Go to chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. We'll make sure that link is in the comment section and the description of today's show. Chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. You can do customized ones. You can also do alumni. There's a little drop down. You can pick and choose a bunch of different former Bama players or customize for a current one. Chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. Alabama is also a finalist for 2025 5-star wide receiver Caleb Cunningham. Top 12 for Cunningham. You know we're early in the process when it's top 12 lists coming out there. This is the top 12 for Cunningham. Not necessarily ranked in any fashion, by the way. Mississippi State, LSU, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Auburn, Florida State, Georgia Tech, plus Oklahoma and Florida. So almost the entire SEC, plus FSU and Georgia Tech. Not to be too mean here, but do you guys know the meme of it's the military guys all lined up against the wall, and the one guy is the clown? Kind of feel like Georgia Tech is the clown in that scenario. Like, not to be mean, but like everyone else is SEC or, elite program. Florida State and Tech. Sorry. I just united all of the Alabama and Georgia fan base in one move. Go figure. Anyway, a 5-star recruit, number 11 overall. He's the number 2 ranked wide receiver, the number 1 recruit in the state of Mississippi. So a notable one to keep an eye on from that perspective. Now, as this recruiting, the staff is able to settle a little bit. They're not adding coaches, not keeping guys in. The portal's kind of slowing down, almost done with that portal being open, by the way. Kane Wommack, the defensive coordinator, visited Edge Max Granville, on Monday. That is a 4-star recruit, the number 132 overall player, the number 17 ranked linebacker. He's also number 22 from the state of Texas. Clearly a key target for this current class. And whenever you're adding, top 150 players or targeting them, probably a good idea as well. As for some in-state prospects, the Touchdown Alabama magazine listed 6 2025 in-state prospects Alabama should consider offering. So I figured why not just at least briefly break down those prospects. First up, Eric Winters, the 4-star linebacker at Enterprise. Dalen Upshaw, 3-star wide receiver, Central Phoenix City, is going to visit on Junior Day, by the way. So, chance that offer comes then. Card Smith, 4-star offensive lineman. Clarence Taylor, I love a good high school stat. He's not ranked, by the way. Pleasant Grove, 70 catches, 1,621 yards, and 25 touchdowns. There is your ridiculous high school football stat of the day. Malik Autry is an Auburn commit, a 4-star defensive lineman. I think it's pronounced Dylan Williams, by the way. Recently picked up offers from Central Florida and Kentucky. In-state targets are essential. You do want to make sure your base is still going to Alabama when you properly identify those guys. Auburn is now relevant. By the way, I saw them tweet out a graphic of Hugh Freeze has the best ranked high school or recruiting class in his first year in the SEC based on On3. Here's the thing. No, he didn't. Kirby Smart did. They forgot the Kirby Smart year. What I think they were actually doing was they counted the first year Smart took over, but didn't count it for Hugh Freeze. It was just a factually untrue graphic. Also was still 8th. Congrats. You still finished behind Alabama in the end. But Auburn is going to pull in some recruits. Hugh Freeze can recruit. Can he find a quarterback? I don't know. Auburn rant over for the day there. Who is your favorite 2025 in-state target for the Crimson Tide? Got a name? Drop it for me in the comments section right now.